Good morning. It is 9 o'clock. I just dropped my son off at pre-K. It is also November 2nd, which means it's the second day of NaNoWriMo. I spent last night completing the first day. So I probably stayed up until 12:30 getting my words written, but I did hit the minimum. I didn't go much above it. That's fine. I thought I would film today kind of a typical day during NaNoWriMo. And I know this NaNoWriMo has just started, so it's really more of a typical writing day in my life, just with a bigger goal. So we are gonna go get some breakfast. We do that sometimes on Mondays to celebrate having the house to ourselves for the day. I mean, like my 1-year-old and I have the house to ourselves for a little bit. So we're gonna get breakfast and coffee and then go back. Once he goes down for his nap, I will start writing for the day.
But look, the fact is the election is now just 2 days away. Because of that, our show tonight is going to be a little bit different. Because instead of just having one main story, we're actually going to have...
It's 10:30 now and I have to switch this board over. So we keep a calendar in here just so we can see very easily what we need to do each day. I usually try to switch it over the last day of the month or the first day of the month, but we've had a kind of busy... We've had a busy couple days, so we're gonna go ahead and switch it over now. Hey. It's not working. Not working. It's 11:30 and the baby is down for his nap. While he's awake, I try to do the easier tasks like picking up, laundry. I did the calendar, which wasn't really easy. That took a while, but I'd much rather do those things with him awake because that means I have more time to write when he's asleep. I feel like when he goes to sleep, it's like the start line at a race where I have to get as many things done as I can within that hour and a half, or else I'm gonna have to wait till he goes to sleep at night. So for NaNoWriMo this year, I'm actually doing 2 projects, which I know is not allowed, but I'm going to finish the draft of the project that I've been working on for the past couple of months, and then I'm going to start my rewrite of my adult thriller. I actually finished rereading this yesterday. It took me like 5 days to read it. I read it here and there in pockets whenever I had time. So what's interesting is when I was rereading it, I felt like the middle was the best, which doesn't often happen for me. Usually it's like the beginning is great and then it starts going downhill from there. I usually like the ending, but for some reason this ending kind of frustrated me. So what I did immediately after finishing it is I wrote down what happened in the book, like the outline of what happened, and because I know that I'll need that when I'm re-outlining it. I also made lists as I was reading of like overused words and phrases. I made a list of like big things that I thought I had problems with, mainly with like characters' voices being too similar, big plot points that I thought did not work. So I have those lists for the rewrite, which is good. I'm kind of juggling both of those projects today. I am going to work on re-outlining that adult thriller, but I'm also going to be working on finishing my draft of my Halloween novel. I have a little under 10,000 words to go before I am done with that draft, and then I will just have one draft to work on for the rest of November. How I'm doing word tracking is I'm just gonna track any words that I get for the end of this Halloween novel, and then any words that I get in the rewrite. I'm not gonna copy and paste anything. If I use anything from the original draft, I'll rewrite it and I'll just count those words. Again, I'm not saying this is how you should do NaNoWriMo. I'm just saying I decided that I'm not gonna start any new projects this year, meaning as like before next October. And so this is just where I'm at. If you see the fireplace in the back of any shots, when the hurricane came through, we realized that our fireplace was leaking and we took the mantle off and found some not so great stuff behind there. So we have it covered for now. We're going to be working on that in November as well. I'm letting myself have this once I hit 500 words for the day. I have 221, so almost halfway there. I'm gonna switch over to outlining now. It is 12:40, and I know that I need the most brain power for outlining, so I have to make sure that I do that before everyone is up and here again. It's about 2:30. This one's home from school. This one's awake. It's bright. And I am making coffee number 2 for the day. I only have half calf ones. I'm supposed to get a new order soon, so this will have to do for now. So I got over 500 words written for NaNoWriMo, and then I brainstormed for my draft, my new draft, my outline. And I got 690 words, but of course those words don't count. I mean, technically I could count them, but I'm not going to because they were just like stream of consciousness trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. We spent about an hour outside. It is so nice out. This is like the first real day of fall that we've had. It's been in the high 70s forever, it feels like. I feel like between like 3:30 and 6:30 is the hardest time every day. Getting ready for dinner, getting ready for bed. And it's not just that, it's just everyone is tired. I'm tired. The house is a mess again, even though I cleaned it already today. But today is different from yesterday in that I've already written some. I'm not going into that evening with 0 words, which is why I stayed up so late last night, which is probably why I'm tired. So if I can get it done in the next like 30 minutes, then I can have the rest of the night to sleep. He's crying. I don't know where the charging block is. I'm at 971 words, so I need 696 more. I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes and see how many words I can write. Even though I'm kind of stuck right now. I'm kind of at a place where I don't know what I'm writing. This is the one thing about NaNoWriMo that's good and bad, is that it forces you to write even though you don't feel like writing. But sometimes you end up with things that aren't helpful. You just wrote them to write them. I don't know. Good or bad, I don't know. I had to stop. I got to 1,300 words and you can probably hear the crying. My 4-year-old decided to turn the TV on in the back and turn it up all the way, like blasting, vibrating the walls, woke the baby up. I know if I go in his room, I'm going to make it worse. It's really hard trying to balance working and having kids. Like, I can't imagine people who like have to get it done. Like they're working from home and like have deadlines and things. Like I don't have deadlines. I'm trying to get to the point where I do have deadlines, but I don't yet. I'm just trying to get it done. I'm trying to come up with a good enough draft to send it out. It's really hard finding that balance because I tried hard today to keep up with what I needed to do around the house, make sure that I'm paying attention to them, that I'm spending quality time with them, that I'm not like overexerting myself, but also that I'm putting in the work that needs to be done. It's hard at the end of the day feeling guilty for not doing enough when you did so much throughout the day. He's still crying. And trying to film on top of that, I think it just made it a little bit harder. But I really want to document this and I really want to have this to look back on. I made it. I'm done. It was not easy. So this year my goal has been 1,000 words a day, and that's been pretty manageable. Today I wrote over 1,700 words in my draft, and then I did another probably 700 brainstorming, and it felt like a lot. The good thing is I'm done, so that means I can go to bed at a reasonable time tonight. So I'm gonna go eat dinner and get ready for bed and then do whatever I want to do. Tomorrow is election day. I voted back on October 13th, so I've been waiting a long time to see how it plays out. I've never voted that early before. I've only ever voted on election day, and so it's definitely weird, but I was super motivated to go vote. So I hope if you're doing NaNoWriMo that it's going well for you. I hope that you're getting all your words in. I hope that you are also taking care of yourself and doing things that make you happy and doing things that help you relax in this terrible, terrible year, because that is the most important thing right now. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.